I'm going to play with a spawning tool build advisor using a Zerg race on Catalyst LE. I need to pick up a play, so I'm gonna go for Railgun, Zerg vs Protoss, 1 base speedlink macro opener. Ever since Chronobush changed, I keep losing a lot of drones to the first 2 adepts. Additionally, I also make 6-8 slowlings and still take damage. That is deeply frustrating and made me look for a solution. The solution I came up with is a very economic 1312 1 base speedlink opener. I use the early link to put pressure on my opponent while I double expand into 3 base Hydra. The links allow me to easily scout what my opponent is going for and stop any and all adept advancements by him. The basic build is as follows. So here's the basic build. If you want to see this build in action, you can always find me on Twitch as well. There's a bunch of replays here, so you can go and check them out if you want. Questions: how many queens do I build and when? I usually build 1 queen after the natural and then go up to 3 queens, use 1 for creep spread. Once I have my lair done, I get a 4th queen at my 3rd base. What should I do with my lings? Try to keep them alive. You want 1 link to deal with any scouting probe, else you won't be able to expand. Your other links should try to harass your opponent. If he walls off, try to kill one of his gateway to lure the zealot out and sneak past it or something like that. You don't need to do damage to stay even with your opponent. The pressure and safety alone are usually enough to stay even. If your opponent does not wall off but expands, you just kill the expansion. Might need more links. If he doesn't expand, you're good to go. If you can run by, try to harass the probes, but don't lose your links. If you can kill his pylons at the gateway or cybernetics core, you probably win. Can I add paintings? Yes, you can keep mining gas initially, get a queen instead of an expansion, and just throw down a baneling's nest. 50 gas. However, if your opponent builds 1-2 shield batteries, a stalker or a sentry will probably be in tough spot. Most opponents are greedy though, so go ahead. How do I deal with stargates? I try to use my 3 queens to deal with the oracle and delay my spores a bit. Saving money is crucial when you play greedy tech builds. How to deal with mass adepts. Build a roach 1 once you reach 2 base mineral saturation, or start your lair if you assume mass adept. How to deal with 2 base all-ins. Just build a roach 1, go 3 gas with forte drones and spam him dead with link roach ravager should be an easy win. How to deal with charge lot all-ins. If you see an infinite amount of gateways, 8, a robo and a twilight council in his base, then you probably want to prepare for charge lot all-in. Defending it is as easy as evacuating your 3rd, building some walling buildings at your natural and spamming roaches. Do I need to go for a fast lair into Hydra? No, but I think it's the optimal way to play the matchup. When should I attack? I usually start building mass Hydra once I have my 3rd base saturated. I try to take a fight around the time Hydra speed finishes. Without Hydra speed you can disengage. Mass Hydra Link Lurker can beat every non-carrier composition. Don't ask how to beat carriers, I don't know either. Okay, that's interesting. The fact that he doesn't know how to beat carriers, but seems to know how to beat everybody else with Hydra Lurker composition there. In any case, so it begins. Let's see what we've got. Drone and Next, I'm going for an extractor. Alright, spawning pool. I have enough money for that now.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
A few more drones.
More minerals required.
And after that, I'll just have to build Zerglings.
Not enough minerals.
That's the overlord here. I need 6 Zerglings, so that's 2 cocoons. Fine. Let's wait for that overlord now. It's here. And so it begins. That's 3 cocoons in fact. And then we go for a hatchery. Okay. What do I see here? 300 minerals. Only 10 workers here though. Not that many workers indeed.
More minerals required.
Okay.
Not enough minerals.
That's done. And
Mineral
now
quantity insufficient. Not enough minerals.
the drones. Gonna build a few drones and then gonna go for a queen. So 150 minerals for a queen. Here then 3 additional drones. And this is where the kind of the droning part ends, and I think that this
Insufficient overlords. Evolution complete.
is where I focus on saturating my 2 bases. So by saying the drone part ends,
More overlords required.
I mean that
Queen birth successful.
I won't be able to see how much stuff I need to build. Only Zerglings here really. And so far as I'm aware, I need to just
Newly birthed queen ready.
simply saturate this further. Okay. The timer is on.
Must spawn more overlords.
At this point, I'm gonna go for additional
Not
overlords.
enough energy.
And some more Zerglings, but these, you see, these overlords are certainly a problem, but they can spend money reasonably fast with a Zerg. So let's get a few more Zerglings and another base as well. I'm saturating this. Overlord. Moving into lair here. And here I can as well build a bunch of spore crawlers. Evolution chamber. And there are missile weapons from here. Also, surprisingly enough, it doesn't look like I'm doing much besides expanding. Okay,
Under direct assault.
let's go at it. We have quite a few lanes, we could build some more. And just kind of go with that. But as you can see, my opponent will be easily able to defend against that. In any case,
Hive cluster under direct assault.
can't save that for now. Let's see if all these additional links will stop them. Okay, it looks like they will. The hydraulics den is done, extractors are done, my hive just barely, but it did in fact survive though. And we'll have a lot of workers here set up for myself. And that's really awesome.
Energy.
At this point I go for a lurker
Must be
then.
morphed on creep.
And
Must spawn more overlords.
more overlords and lurkers. So, when exactly do the worker counts are included? Let's see. If I include them now,
Insufficient overlords.
they will be counted.
Sequences spun. Swarm mutated.
Counted instantly. Yeah, looks like they are 3. That would go to 60. Fine. Wasn't exactly the queen, wasn't exactly where I wanted her, but it's fine. Furthermore, the
More
hydralisks
overlords required.
need to be constructed here. Some of these could be sent here and there. And I could even expand further.
Swarm has evolved.
Muscular augments. They are in production. And all in all, things are not looking bad at all.
Birthed queen ready.
Newly birthed queen is ready. The lurker then is ready as well. I go for like 4 or 5
Additional
lurkers.
Vespine gas required.
Can't do much about the lack of Vespine gas besides building that. I need to as well move into a hive. And that is probably it.
Command unacceptable.
Okay. Let's build a couple of these here.
Not enough energy.
Some more troopers in.
Mutation complete. Command insufficient energy.
That extractor. And 54 workers. Could have more. Okay, everybody's mining everywhere at their current nearly full capacity. And
Mineral field exhausted.
all in all, things are not looking bad.
Force under direct assault.
Let's assault them further. let's go at it. They have destroyed one of my bases there. So that's that. Let's make sure everybody follows a unit. How fast is the lurker? It's 4.13. Hydraulics is 394. Link 658. Okay, so a lurker is without a doubt not a slow unit, and that is very good.
Swarm forces under attack.
Here I'm getting this borrowed close to the exit here. Also I'm getting a lot of troops in to attack this base.
Swarm forces under attack.
Looks like they had defenses here ready. And first of all, let's try to get everybody on.
Sequences spun. Swarm mutated.
On attack. Looks like nothing's going to save them now.
Swarm forces under attack.
Everything seems to be in order. And
Swarm forces under attack.
we just need to further expand and assault them. They have things like
Newly birthed
photon
queen
cannons
ready.
all over the place. Done. That was a victory. Next, I'm going to play this on the ladder. I'll say Zerg, that's an American server. So let's see how the game will go down. And so I'm waiting for a match to commence. I don't know this build precisely, but that's exactly what I need really, because I kind of run out of ideas how to play, what to play, strategies. Up to this point, my main strategy was to just build barracks, build starports, build gateways, whatever we want to call them, build kind of melee units, build air units, and after that just simply assault the enemy and annihilate them. Okay. And
Quantity insufficient.
so it begins.
More
Okay.
minerals required.
So spawn hold next. Good luck. have fun. Okay. Now, that's it. It looks like got some larvae on.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
There, and that's it. So, spawning spool in production. I need to build additional drones so that I could make a little bit of cash, and that's it. Now I just like the larva really to do that. Okay, that's done. I'm going for a queen now, and the metabolic boost, as well as a series of zerglings. So I have 14 workers at this point. I just need that larva. Okay, that's done. I need 8 in total. So I'm waiting. Done.
More queen's birth successful.
Okay, the queen is done. Oh, look at that. It looks like he was a bit early on as well. In any
Not
case,
enough energy.
I'm sending my links there.
Energy.
Done.
Insufficient overload. Not enough energy.
Looks like I completely missed out on overlords. Fine. What else do I need? I built a hatchery over there.
Swarm
already.
forces under attack.
It looks like he's stuck. It looks like his lings are coming after me now.
Swarm has evolved.
So that may be a bit problematic.
Insufficient energy.
And that's it. So
Not enough energy.
not enough energy, he says. Gonna
Hive
build more
cluster
links.
under direct assault.
Let's wait for those links to finish. And whoa. Let's fight in there. Okay,
Drones under attack.
I need to assault them here. I did ended up suffering some economic damage. It looks like he's going for an all-out cheese play here.
Command
So
unacceptable.
we'll see where this is going to lead us though. And will I meet banelings and such? Okay. Ooh, my troopers are a lot more wounded than his. The baneling's nest is in production, and that's what I kind of rely upon right now, really. Is to construct myself a bunch of banelings that could turn the tide of war, and that's it. So it would actually want me even to build
More minerals required.
support
Not
crawlers
enough
here,
energy.
a lair. Probably spore crawler would not be the optimal unit here, but oh no, go. Yes. Let's blow everything up for him. Send all the additional wings inside. And the roach wand is done.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, let's kill out this. hatchery of his. Come on, kill. And he will GG out. So let's take a look at this game. Oh wow, it went down really well for me, and all in all, let's see how did he bear here. And we both know he started to play very aggressive, and I think those banelings kind of won me that game there. I launched them into his lings and he wasn't able to defend. I kind of for a moment there thought it was a ling, but that was a drone. It's good that I caught up with that drone though. So the battle's arranging, and I went at him, but he was going for a very strong force against me as well. Here he kind of nicely separated my forces. I mean, not separated, but kind of lured them away from the main fight. Here, very successfully, luckily, we did manage to win, and we're making the same amount of cash here, really. And we both have spires in our mineral line. It looks like it's going down well. My numerical superiority is winning here. He doesn't know that most of my units are wounded, I guess. In any case, he does build a hive. And we can take a look at the production. I do have more workers. I like the fact that I have more workers. Eventually it pays off. Here with that bundling, he was looking for whatever's out there waiting, but it doesn't seem like he's able to find anybody. And here we go. He knows there was something, but he can't really tell based on the information on the map. And he never really kind of looked at it. His overlords here do not spot anything here. And then we see the encounter. His lings are just evaporate from all those banelings, and that's kind of the beginning of the end. The lings are very powerful against lonely roaches that can be surrounded, and it looks like there isn't much that he can do. I'm not kind of eager to assault him. I just want to destroy his second base, wait for reinforcements, and at this point he decides to GG out. I did have a lot more stuff here coming over, so there wasn't much he could do. In any case, that's it. It got played very well. League promotion progress. Would you believe that I could get out of gold? I don't think that I would stay long out of gold because I'm using the build advisor. I kind of normally don't spend all of my money using that build advisor. It's just the way it is. Alright. Let's begin. what do I see here?
More overlords required.
An extractor, then a spawning pool.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, so after that I built 3 drones. So I pretty much spent the drones first.
Must spawn more overlords. Insufficient overlords. More overlords required.
Okay, I'm waiting. Not thinking anything, just kind of waiting. In any case, that Overlord may finish soon. I'm gonna go south and build myself a second base then instead. Then that's done.
More minerals required.
I need to just simply construct more workers. And after that, I'll need a queen. The second base is here. That's awesome. The hatchery would need to be constructed right about now. And I could go for those 8 links. So it's fine for as long as I'm kind of getting it right. It's fine. We're gonna go at this guy now. Okay, where is he? Is he still here? No, it doesn't look. So, what's next? Metabolic boost. And I'll need...
Queen birth successful.
Didn't finish that. Oh wow. That was a surprise. Not
Swarm forces
good
under
surprise
attack.
though. I think that my queen could do it. And I could build some more lanes. So that was a bunker rush, as you know. And it worked out nicely for them. Alright, we will attack these this barracks proxy location. Okay, so
Swarm forces under attack.
here let's just kill them off and assault them a little bit ourselves. And what
Swarm
else
has evolved.
do I
Must
want
spawn
really?
more overlords.
Probably an overlord.
Not enough energy.
These guys can just stay here. Let's see, what do we have here? It looks like nobody is defending this. Nobody is making sure I can't pass through. In any case, better for me then. And I'm just gonna build roaches then. He is actually kind of making his life a bit difficult, not doing anything himself.
Command unacceptable.
I mean, not
Insufficient
fixing
overlords.
all the areas here. He got himself those barracks back.
Swarm forces under attack.
Okay, that's it. This is where it all ends. So let's go back and regroup. But now,
Insufficient energy. More overlords required.
okay, we'll make sure we are getting those overlords and the bailings next.
Must spawn more overlords.
Okay.
Not enough.
My step here is just moving maybe a bit too fast. Maybe not. I'm not playing the way that game actually wanted me to play. So here I'm going for a lot of banelings and for a lot of
Mineral quantity insufficient.
links, as well as a spore crawlers.
More minerals required.
Here and there. That's 75. And you can attack buildings while I want these guys to trail. Come on, go, 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 go. Yes. And so it seems
Not
I'm able to get into his base and annihilate him here. Oh wow, that was a very lucky game, I would think. And let's see how did he played it here. I wasn't following the build order itself. I just kind of went with my good old adapt to the situation, which was pretty much fighting. Build more links, turn some of them into roaches, break through the wall off, get into the city or into the main and destroy. Here he starts the game very aggressive. First of all is the bunker rush.
Your workers.
And it looks like he has a specific commentator that he bought himself. That's not a standard one. He lifts up his barracks and realizes that they won't be fruitful to him anymore. Also, he decides to expand while I
Run your workers away. You mean elsewhere.
going to attack him further. I'm attacking into his main here that's being blocked with the 3 supply depots that he is fixing, so he's without a doubt losing mining time here. And that's certainly not good for him. But look at that, he builds himself a Hellion that can kill off all those links with that damage that's hitting most of my units very quickly. He builds 2 command centers, so he's ready to expand very quickly.
Add-on complete. The add-on completed at the building you're probably about to lift off.
All in all, he is building
complete.
a lot of stuff.
The add-on completed at the building your command center's been spruced up.
And look at that, he feels safe right now. Little does he know that I'm coming after him. And so it seems that he wasn't even looking at it. I managed to destroy his force, blow up all the supply depots, and enter the base very successfully here. It looks like that's all. There was no hope for him to survive this. And that got me into Platinum League. Very good. Platinum League, your current 3223, maximum league tire 3306. Okay, so the game without depth is going to be a lot more complicated now. And I'm just gonna try to follow this, but obviously it's not nearly as simple, straightforward. because I don't know exactly what to build. Even if I'm looking at it, I'm missing stuff, and the things change. It's not playing against AI, and so it begins. So it begins.
Insufficient overlords.
Hi. Good luck. You can watch this. Watch this match on And You Left the Game YouTube channel.
More overlords required.
So let's build those overlords then. And I'll need a spawning pool as well.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
Alright. Now, it's a Zergling opener, so that's the thing about this, is that I actually have to kind of build Zerglings, really. That is very, very important. And after I build the Zerglings, I move in for another hatchery. Okay, here I'm waiting.
Need more Vespine gas.
I was trying to build myself a queen there. Okay. That's in production. The firstlings. The queen is here as well. The lings need to go out and see if I'm being cannon rushed. So that helps a bit against potential cannon rushes. Oh, look at that. Just as expected. He was probably
Queen birth successful.
was there to just cannon rush me. And that's it. Let's go to his house. To his place, I mean to his city, and check things out. So another queen could most likely be constructed here, and more drones, as well as an overlord and some
Swarm forces
stuff.
under attack.
Okay, look at that. That's nice.
Evolution complete.
Yeah, let's take this out. The shield battery will soon finish.
Newly birthed queen ready.
We can't win this though, so that's it for it. Okay, and looks like I'm losing my focus again. What do I need to build? I could go for a lair, a spore crawler here, more workers, and
Insufficient energy. Not enough energy.
another extractor, an evolution chamber. Okay, here another spore crawler, more extractors, and it looks like this build is focused on things like
Insufficient energy.
economic build up quite a bit, because
Not enough energy.
it looks like I need that Hydralis then to start playing, and
Must spawn more overlords.
I think that it's very, very risky. It's a bit too risky, really. to play.
Insufficient energy. Insufficient overlords.
Okay, at this point I may construct myself another hatchery. Maybe. Good, but once again, as you can see, I'm not
must be morphed on creep. Mineral more overlords
building any
required.
troops, and in turn, okay, in turn I should end up
Assaulting drones.
being easily annihilated here. Okay,
Insufficient overlords.
and he didn't got anything out of it. Nothing at all. Okay, groove spines and such could be started. A hatchery is on its way, and here
Must spawn more overlords.
I'm starting these overlords. It wants me to go for hydro display.
Not
So
enough energy.
this play right here that I'm currently having is very kind of
Mutation complete.
dangerous for some serious aggression, I guess.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Okay, 38 workers, Vespine gas, and oh, look at that. And so it begins.
Additional Vespine gas. Swarm forces under attack.
And look at that. I have nothing here. These guys can be chased,
Insufficient Vespine gas.
and I'm just gonna move them away,
Needs more Vestan. More minerals required.
and they can just kind of chase those drones of mine
Evolution complete.
while I just build up
Mineral
stuff.
quantity insufficient. More minerals required.
Okay, can they defeat these hydralisks?
Enough minerals.
They probably can.
Swarm forces under attack.
They probably can, and in fact, they were able to do just that.
Mineral quantity.
And
Not
that's the thing.
enough.
Here I'm moving on to the counter attack now at this point,
Mineral cluster expended.
and that's it.
More minerals required.
More minerals are required now.
Mineral forces depleted. Attack.
It's unclear what's gonna be there,
Sequences.
though.
Mutated.
Let's see. Now, only lurkers can
Additional newly.
be of any kind of serious help here.
Swarm has
With,
evolved. Mineral quantity insufficient.
Quite a few things.
Queen birth successful.
Okay. Alright. Let's go. Destroy these.
More
Here
minerals. Mutation complete. Not
And,
enough minerals.
Now that our entire force has moved up a little bit, let's go and hit them all up. Okay, with what we've got here,
Insufficient.
it doesn't look like
More overlords required.
they're doing
More
well.
minerals required.
Let's attack them ourselves now. And move much closer. Oh wow, that's awesome. Also now the mineral line. And it's certainly a good GG. Let's take a look at this game. He says GG well played, which means that he enjoyed playing this game, and obviously when somebody really knows how to play, that's why they play, so that they could feel that those good vibes that at playing the game crates. I personally enjoyed very well. I personally enjoyed very much that I played with lurkers very well, and I used them, and I kind of thought that the lurkers were the only unit that could kind of save me, because there's two reasons. First of all, they're very powerful in mass against units that would be kind of reasonably
Glory to the Daylom.
Your probes are under attack.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Low numbers or without
Glory
detection,
to the Daylom.
because lurkers can hit through multiple units with their spines, which is awesome. So here I checked him out, and those adepts just proved to be
Glory to the Daylom.
very capable. He sends out an oracle, and that oracle
Construct additional pylons.
will be met with
The firstborn
resistance.
shall persevere.
Here it's been hit consistently by anti-air installments, and the queen just barely did it survived.
Glory to the Daylom.
Then he creates himself a reasonably powerful Triforce full of adepts, and that was a mess really, and because I didn't really have that much, here I decided not to keep those workers in and just
Glorious combat
tried
upon
to
us.
run away, but he can't really do that much damage, right? He can't kill all of my
The
workers.
firstborn
In
shall
the meantime,
persevere.
while he was chasing them, I built up quite a few hydraulics. So instead of taking the win, he gave me enough time to recover, and in turn lost his army that could have won him the game,
I have met the enemy.
which is kind of ironic, isn't it? Not the way it kind of seemed for him. And here I'll try see what's going to happen, and I like the fact that they ran away from a losing battle, because that's very important, not to fight battles where a loss is certain. However, that's not all. I'm focusing on the offensive and on lurkers. Bam! These lurkers are hitting his lines hard. He can't see them, and he's out of shield battery. I destroy his third base, and slowly but surely I'm shifting towards an assault, building links, and I'm making 1,400, he's like 1,600, and here we're moving forward. He can finally see my units and decides to attack. I cover them with a massive Ling assault. My hydraulics kill his oracles. I move the lurkers closer. These will help defeat all those heavy Protoss units. And it looks like at this point it's all over. Very nice game indeed. I enjoyed it a lot. And this means I'll be staying in Platinum League for a while longer.